Hello, awesome, beautiful people. Today we're going to talk about step 4. And the previous days we talked about step 1, 2, and 3 about of how to create a memorable year. And in episode 1, we talk about setting two major goals, one personal, one professional. In episode 2, we talk about setting 4 minor goals, one for each quarter of the year, and they should be personal goals and kind of mini adventures, ideally something that you will remember. Then in episode 3, also setting 4 mini goals, but this time professional goals, one for each quarter of the year. In all of the goals, we're talking about something that you will likely remember in years to come, or that it will have an important impact in your personal professional life somehow, because you will develop an important skill that later on it leads to something else. And so those were the goals. And now in today's episode, we're going to talk about step 4, which is making all of this happen. So for that, first thing that we have to do is review the yearly goals, the two major goals. Then second, review the minor goals, the quarterly goals, personal and professional. Then third, set dates. When do you want these things to be accomplished? Be realistic about it. And you can also set the dates of when you think you could start working on them, when should be the last extreme moment when it should be accomplished by then. And then next step, the next thing to do is to think about what can you start doing right now. Not tomorrow, but right now for each one of them. So to give you an example, in a step in the minor goals for my for quarter one, Q1, personal, it was for me to meet with my family and friends in London, and also that's a professional goal because I have an event there. Well, I already started working on that. I already told them, reach out to them, try to organize the get together, and start looking for plane tickets. For Q2, I have a professional goal. I have to go to I want to go to a digital nomads event in Madrid. I already started looking into that, the tickets. I already bought the my ticket for the event and plane tickets. Start looking into that. For Q3, one of my personal goals was to create a habit of getting my stationary bike every day. Sorry, every day, no, 3-4 days per week before breakfast. And so far, we are at the beginning of the year, and now in the first week of the year, I have already done that 3 days this week. There's been only 4 days of the year, and so I'm already working on creating that habit. Anyways, the point is you don't need to wait until Q2, Q3, Q4 to start doing it. You can start right away with some of them. Also, very important, do not let the goals in the hands of other people. So let's say that one of your goals is to organize a friends trip. You and your friends have been always talking about it, but never done it. Well, don't just send a text message and say, hey, should we do this trip? Should we get together this year finally and do something? No, don't do that, because then the result is going to be the same as always. And you're leaving the results in the hands of someone else. What you should do is establish a date, a location, and propose something. So, for example, I didn't ask my friends, hey, you guys want to go on a friends trip? I know I had to go to London, and I say, how about we meet in London on the weekend of the 21st of March? And some of them will be able to go, some of them won't. So far, we're going to be 3. I would like if it's 7 or 8, but most likely that won't happen. Not everybody will be able to go, and that is okay. I understand. My goal cannot be to have every one of my friends there, because that doesn't depend on me. It has to be something that depends on me. So my goal is to be there with some friends, some of my best friends. Whoever can come, great. And it's the same for you. You cannot leave it in the hands of someone else. So figure out what is a good location that probably people will be interested. Propose that, propose a date, and then start from there. I'm also not leaving in the hands of them to look for the Airbnb or the hotels, whatever. I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that it's easier for them, because it's my goal, not theirs. I mean, yes, in a way it's theirs too, but they want that, but I am the one that want to make it happen. Okay, so you do the same. And finally, the last thing to do is to constantly be checking on the progress. So in my case, I like to check every Sunday of how my week went and how my next week is going to go. What are the progresses I'm making? What are the progress that I can make next week? I do this not only for these goals, but for everything, my job, my business, whatever. And it's a time of meditation, professionally and personally, and have clear goals and help them become reality. Anyways, those are my recommendations to create memorable years. I assure you that if you do this, you will have these amazing years, because every year you will have 4 mini adventures personally and 4 accomplishments in terms of profession that will be really helpful. And then you have 2 major goals, personal and professional, that just will change your life forever. Anyways, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next episode tomorrow.